If you smoke, do so only in designated areas. Good housekeeping is another basic safety tip. Check out those janitor closets and other storerooms to make sure there are no flammables or combustibles improperly stored. Keep the areas clean, neat, and organized. Out of sight, out of mind is not good fire prevention. When storing oily rags, they must be stored in metal containers with a metal lid. If you store oily rags in cardboard or other containers, the oily rags can overheat and create spontaneous combustion and a fire. Keep electrical motors and other potential spark-producing equipment free from paper, cardboard, or other combustibles. Motors need ventilation to dissipate heat, and if there's poor ventilation from trash or other debris, they can overheat, causing a fire. When using electrical equipment, use it only as intended. This means if you have an electrical receptacle with only 2 plugs, you can only plug in 2 electrical appliances. The use of octopus plugs to increase electrical outlets is a fire hazard and should not be used. Never use flexible cords as fixed wiring. This means don't staple cords to floors or walls. Don't run extension cords through doors or walls or other spaces. The hazard is the extension cords can rub up against the wall, creating a worn wire, and if overheated, it can cause a fire. Electricity can overheat from a variety of methods. Perhaps the amperage of the electricity is too high for the thickness of the wire in the cord. A short in one electrical appliance could cause the wire to overheat and burn. A cooling fan in a computer could cause the motor to overheat. There are many potential hazards, so you need to inspect your work area frequently and correct any potential hazard before it becomes a reality. Empty trash cans every day. Don't allow materials to pile up and become potential fire hazards. Learn where all the exits are located and that they aren't blocked. Many deaths have occurred over the years because exits were blocked and people couldn't get out in time.
First of all, what you have to do, say for instance you have a 3-story building. You have a 3-story building, you have employees on all 3 floors. You have to designate through the emergency operation manual a fire warden on each floor. Now his responsibility is to make sure that everybody on that floor gets out of that building during an emergency and they go to a pre-designated area outside the building. And so the wardens can make a head count to ascertain if everybody got out of the building.
If you have a fire sprinkler system installed, they should be checked frequently to make sure they are in the open position and ready to go in case of fire. If you do have sprinklers,